Hey guys, you're probably wondering, what are you doing, Jesse? And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing. So for Christmas this year, I was gifted a Raspberry Pi 3. And if you don't know what a Raspberry Pi 3 is, it's basically a microcomputer. It has 4 USB ports, it has an Ethernet in, it has a spot for a micro SD card, so your space is as limited as your micro SD card. But this little bad boy, look how thin that is. It's a computer. And my original plan was to do a media box where all of our, if we have an external hard drive on the network, it could stream videos and music from that external hard drive. Unfortunately, I don't have an external hard drive to test that on. So, we're going for plan B. Now, the last year and two, Nintendo has been coming out with their classic systems, the NES and the SNES micro mini classics, and it's basically a mini Nintendo or mini Super Nintendo with a handful of classic games on there. This little bad boy is going to be my classic, but it's going to have much more on it. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Color. I was hesitant to put the Nintendo 64 emulator on here because it takes a lot of power, but I found out that the Model B, which I currently have, does a phenomenal job of handling the 64 emulation. So I'm gonna put it on there, put a couple of 64 games, and check this out. Okay, so this is the computer. This is the Yonder computer. And this is a cute little box that it's going to go in. The video that I'm watching, the tutorial on, that shows me how to do all this is using a completely different case. And it's actually a different case that I kind of want to get my hands on. Because to be perfectly honest, the sumbitch is cute. Look at it. It has an LED light on the front. It's got an internal fan. This is just a box. But I'm not going to lie, because this is really cool. I'm going to have some fun putting this together. And I was going to do it on the camera, but I don't know how well I'm going to do that now on the camera. So let's just, I'll let you know how well it works when I'm done. For the last half an hour or so, I've been working on the software side of things. This is our OS. We will be running RetroPie. I've done some hardware stuff. This is the processor. This is our Raspberry Pi with the 2 little heat sinks on the processor, and we're going to put it inside this box, which I thought I was going to have to do some unscrewing of pieces, but it all snaps together, which is really impressive. I've never worked with these kinds of things before, so it's really, I was impressed. So I just got to reline this up. Now before I can do it after. Okay, normally before I would take the our OS out of this micro SD card and put it in here, and then put the box together. But the box comes with a little mark, which gives me access to the underside, which is really cool. It also helps me line up stuff. I've only been vlogging for over 2 years. I just tried to turn this camera on by hitting the record button and going, why isn't it recording? This is my Raspberry box. All the components line up really good. 4 USB ports, that's like over the top. I have Ethernet out, which I'm going to be using. I have HDMI out, I have the power, and I have the BIOS card and OS already in the slot. I'm really excited to get this thing up and running. The kit came with its own HDMI cord, which I think is phenomenal. You don't see that too often. Usually you've got to go out and buy one, but that's cool. I have one. I also, this morning when I started out, I had one. It must have gotten up and walked off. I have a HDMI, or I have an Ethernet cord somewhere too. This is what I get for picking up I had an Ethernet card. Or, I had an Ethernet cord. It's around here somewhere. It's yellow. I'll figure it out. Whatever. I'm going to plug it in and see what happens. Guess what? I got running on my first try. Boom. Tetris. That's right. It was really easy once, you know, once I got all the software installed and everything, and once I figured out what was wrong with the network part. If you have one of these and you do it and you're having problems connecting it to the network, restart the whole thing, and it's one of your options in your RetroPie configuration part is just to reset the whole thing, and then it'll pop up on your network. And after you install games and stuff, just reset it again, and then you get to hear your kids yell "oh crap" when they mess up in Tetris. Summer was slamming it earlier, man.
Yeah, it was.
She got in there like she was sitting here focused.
She was yelled at it.
She was like the Rain Man, and then yelled at it a little bit.
Rain Man.
She has no patience. She just, I screwed up, so I'm gonna die and start over again. So,
that's a lie. I don't do that in Mario.
I'm currently, I'm working on getting Ireland's karaoke selection widened. That's the best way to put it. I've been getting some songs for her today. Her karaoke machine's got a really cool option on it. Instead of just buying the disc and then putting the disc in, you can actually download things from their website and put it on a thumb drive. And that works really good. That's pretty cool. We have spotted the wild Tetris mistress, the Summer Webbcapades, in her natural habitat. A hoodie and the Nintendo Game Boy version of Tetris. Never startle her or get too close.
Or you dying.
Do not cause her to lose concentration or to mess up a dropping block.
2 hours later.
Want that? No! Oh my god. Oh my god. No.
6.5 hours later.
Oh, come on.
We were here at the turning point.
What?
Level 4, 47 lines, and it all begins to break down. Maybe, just maybe, she can pull it back.
Who's she talking
That was hilarious. Tetris made me mad, so I had to quit.
Just end it.
Because if I kept playing, I was going to throw the controller at the TV. It started mocking me. Yeah, I couldn't do it. So now, I am going to catch up on some YouTubes, and I think we're going to say goodbye for the night. So we're going to say goodbye for the night. 26th day of December. We are almost to the last day of 2016. And while it's been a decent year, I'm thinking of reflection. The last 3 months have sucked pretty bad. So, on that note, I'll leave you with a snack. Goodbye!